How's everybody doing? I'm Sean Joyce, your host. Welcome to Dropping Nickels and Dimes. And this week we're going to focus on our still first place Buffalo Bills. Thank God we're holding on. To my left, of course, my good friends.
Your favorite objective Steelers fan, John Trevigno, and
I am the ultimate diehard Buffalo Bills fan. I am the man that circles the wagons right here in Red Room Studios weekly, the Professor, Adam McFarland.
And big man, Professor, my good friend, because we'll get to you, John, the objective Steelers fan, unfortunately. You probably don't want to talk about it.
oh, I'd love to talk about
it. Good. But starting with you, big man, how do you feel about Sunday's game? What did you take away from it? Let's just get right to the point.
Okay, I made my bold prediction here last week that the Bills were going to blow the Bengals out, but afterwards, later on in the week, I thought to myself, this is a trap game. This is a typical Buffalo Bills game where they beat two teams they're not supposed to beat, and then they go into that third game against a team that they should totally beat, and it just doesn't happen. Obviously, injuries took a play in this.
Totally.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We'll touch on the injuries.
We will touch on that. The offensive line certainly played a part in that. The receiving core, Charles Clay, that hurt us, but Nick O'Leary certainly stepped up. Definitely.
Golden Cub?
Yeah, absolutely. I was very impressed with him. I knew from day one, I watched a lot of him in Florida State. Very impressive. I
remember when they drafted him because he was EJ's favorite target down there.
Yeah, he is awesome, seriously.
Yeah, so, of course we'll get to the injuries, which we can, we can blame and we are going to point our finger at the injuries for Sunday. But there are other things that we have to point at. And the biggest thing I'm going to take away from Sunday is, oh man, looking here, it gives me gut-wrenching pain in my stomach, that butterfly, not that good, that angry butterfly feeling when I look at 6 sacks on Tyrod Taylor. So we're going to start shooting on the O-line today. And here's my first thing, because I'm in a great mood today. Why is Vlad Ducasse in the game, and why was John Miller inactive? What do you guys think? Anything? This guy that got blown up.
I thought he was hurt. I didn't know that he was just inactive. I thought John Miller was hurt.
I heard he's inactive. I got the injury list right here, and no, he's not on it. My best friend and I watched the game, and he told me he looked at inactives and saw him there.
Do you think that McDermott just doesn't think that Miller has it?
I think so, because he's been pushing Vlad Ducasse all preseason. Even though he got blown up all preseason.
Maybe he's buying into McDermott's little culture a little more, because you know how he's pushing that and how he's been benching people, sending them home, breaking rules.
The right side hasn't done well either, though. So, maybe a switch. I can see that. Okay, that makes sense. Jordan Mills isn't doing that well. The right side just can't run to the right side.
But also you got to think about, they gave up 6 sacks on the offensive line, but how many times is Tyrod out there on like a bootleg or something? Because they're trying all these play actions, just trying to get him out of the pocket. But he's out there trying to extend play, so he's hanging on the ball. But even that split second, that's enough for somebody to get you in the NFL. That's all you need.
I think that Bills fans are a lot harder on Tyrod than they should be.
Absolutely.
I think week in and week out, I take a different approach than most Bills fans do, and I say, well, okay, why isn't Tyrod making these plays? Well, it's because who does he have to throw to right now at this moment? Who is blocking
Logan Thomas?
Logan Thomas. A quarterback at the same school. At the same school. At the same school that Tyrod went to. So, my question is, who does he have to throw downfield to right now that Clay is out? And when is the offensive line going to start blocking? Get on your horse a little bit, as my old coach would say.
The depth on the offense, at least right now, is starting to show, as you just said. We don't have
It was non-existent to even
receivers.
begin the season.
We don't have backup linemen. We have backup tight end, but it ain't Chuck. So this is the NFL. We know this. Football players, coaches
one thing.
know this, that you're going to get hurt during the year. Players are going to get hurt. And backups are going to go in. You don't know position, but it's going to happen.
This is when you go into free agency this is when you dip into Stevie Johnson, such as I said last show. You know, they'll get it eventually.
Oh my God.
Why so serious? You know, I actually want to wait a bit on that, but let's do that now. You know what? We're going to attack the elephant in the room. It's wide receiver. We don't have any right now. We're on the bye this week, thank God. Jordan Matthews probably won't make it to Tampa Bay, though. He might make it to Oakland.
If you guys are going to get somebody, do it now. They got the bye week to learn the playbook. It makes sense. You need somebody. I mean,
in reality, what I think is going to happen is I think that there's a good chance that Riley might get pulled up from a practice squad.
It's just like...
And I think that McDermott is scared. He's worried about having so many rookies up. But you got to do what you got to do. And if you don't want to go into free agency and you don't want to get a guy that doesn't know the system, you go into your practice squad.
Right. We only have 4 receivers.
So there for a reason.
5.
You have to have 5.
Absolutely.
So they got to go get a receiver. It has to happen. So you're probably right.
The way I see it,
I think he was impressive in the preseason.
But can he translate, you know?
Hey, man, he was impressive in college.
One way to find out, pull him up. But I still think they're going to have to cut somebody and pick up another wide receiver because, like I said, somebody's got to learn the playbook.
Hey, man, time to give T.O. and Shadow Josinko.
If somebody gets injured again after the bye week, they're screwed.
If another receiver,
you might as well get another guy. Yeah, you might as well get another guy while it's the bye week so they can learn the playbook as well because the injuries are already mounting.
That's the best point.
You guys got poor LaShawn Coy with 8 guys in the box because you have nobody to throw the ball to. Sure, go ahead, have Tyrod Taylor beat us. He's got no running game. He's getting beat up like Alex Smith did last year when Jamal was injured.
Maybe it's time to let Tyrod do what Tyrod does best. You know, stop trying to make him that pocket passer and let Tyrod be Tyrod. You know,
Tyrod should be out of the pocket, 100%.
I think they're doing.
I don't care.
On the bootlegs, the play action, but it's got no chance to succeed without McCoy being an actual threat.
I don't think it's being done enough though. I think with Tyrod, it's just let him loose. You know.
Oh yeah, he's totally somebody who plays outside structure. You can extend plays. That's in my opinion, the best kind of quarterback.
I don't think he's as held back as he has been.
Yeah,
but. I just think they just let Tyrod be Tyrod a little bit more.
Take the leash off.
As I was going to say, man,
I can see the restraint.
I don't have a problem. I don't care who's on the field. We have 4 receivers. Pray to God we have 5 next Sunday. If you put them in 4 wide, you spread them out, get 4 receivers spread, 5 receivers spread even. I don't care. Yes, Tyrod is a scrambler. Sorry, that's the way it is. That's who he is. And he's good when you give him the opportunity.
Absolutely.
If Tyrod's got the opportunity to run and pick up 8 or 12, is there a problem? That's winning. That's winning football. I'm sorry. This is the quarterback you have for this season. This is the guy you have. And here's what this week's going to tell me. If we don't get a receiver in some way or form, even if we bring Brandon Riley, fine.
Quitting on the season.
Yes. I'm
quitting on the season if you don't go get somebody.
Yes.
You're talking about going 4 or 5 wide. Who are they going to pull out to be the 5th wide receiver? The guy selling Bud Light
Logan Thomas.
Where is Schrader in all of this?
Schrader? Schrader? Rod? Yeah, Rod.
Rod Schrader. I thought it was Rod Schrader.
I don't know if Rod is back yet. I will find that out. Last I looked at Rod a week or 2 ago, I know the 7 went through, but I don't know if he's back yet. Rod Schrader, for those of you who don't know, had an unbelievable preseason. He was outbeating everyone in all 4 games, without question. Sammy had a great first game, which made us rip our hair out. But Rod Schrader was tearing it up.
Sammy Watkins also, which we'll get to, had 0 yards and 0 receptions this past week. That's a whole other story.
Let's be honest. He probably wouldn't have made it past the 4th preseason game if we held on to him.
Yeah, they want to trade Sammy. I don't like
I'm talking about his injuries.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been injured by preseason week 3 or 4, and then my ankle hurts, my foot hurts, guys. And you're out. You're done. Might as well trade him. Get something for him that fits your system. Move on. You're not going to resign him, and you know he's going to ask for money. He's always been injured.
No, I was all in on that trade. I know some people weren't, but I was all in on that trade. I had no problems with it whatsoever. I think going into next year with 2 first, 2 second, 2 third can really give the Buffalo Bills a chance to be that powerhouse we've been waiting 17 years to see. So
6 picks in the first 96 picks. Now our GM on the show, are you salivating at that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm being excited. Like you guys were talking about getting rid of Marcel.
Yep.
I like the kid out of Michigan researched. I watched him against Michigan State this week, and he was in the backfield every single play.
Great game. I don't want to be
the kid's explosion off the line is absolutely incredible. He was manhandling their interior line.
Well, hey, who knows?
My boys in Ann Arbor will make a comeback next year.
You're wearing that green though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not my intention. Oh,
apparently.
On
that point, if Kyle Williams doesn't come back, there's a hole.
There's a hole there.
Is that good?
I mean, he's a little light to be on the interior. Like, I think he's 275. But
you know what exciting thing I have?
He reminds me of like an Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Just like always, I was just sitting there watching him. The centers, the quarterback saying hike. Kid's already like, boom. He's already in like 2 feet. He's on your tackle's arm already.
I got some great stuff.
His explosion is incredible.
From January to April,
you're
going to
dominating every week
because it will be draft show every week, basically. I'm excited. Let's pray we play some January games first, but pray to God we get a receiver first. Pray to God Seantrell Henderson comes back and takes over right tackle.
Well, okay, before we get into that, because, we're going to, this gets into January. Tom Brady didn't practice today.
Really?
Yes.
How many times has he done that over the last 10 years, though?
It's his non-throwing shoulder. I still get excited.
Hey, listen.
Tom Brady, excited, guys. Non-throwing shoulder.
As of Wednesday, Tom Brady did not practice today.
Good.
Good, he says.
But,
hey,
I agree.
I'm not wishing injury on him.
I really... If that's Brady, it's his non-throwing shoulder. Why the hell are you out there? If I know Brady like I think I know Brady, and I've read a lot about Brady, he is a meticulous work animal. He won't let the backup come in and knee the damn football.
Hey,
if he's not practicing, it's
you did not. Yeah, I will. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I gotta say this: Sunday, the Patriots travel to New York to play the Jets for first place on the line. So I see you wearing that green over there, Professor, for a good reason. And you know what? If Brady don't play. Now, we were saying Jets 1-15, they're tanking. Jets are 3-2. Todd Bowles is a good coach. You've heard that on here many times. That's real stuff.
Yeah.
He is trying to win. And they're going to be fired up Sunday when New England comes into town. Jets win and go 4-2 when they're in first place. Tom Brady don't play. It ain't out of the question to say that. So we'll see.
I think rookie Jamal Adams gets lucky. Makes a big play this week.
We shall see. And I haven't heard anything from him yet, but you are the person who's raved about him, so. But I haven't watched many Jets either yet, for good reason.
Jamal's the truth.
Shady, 63 yards on 19 carries, 3.3 average. Some plays he got on, but one thing I really want to complain about is we ran a sweep play 3 times. Every time we ran that sweep, one to the right, 2 to the left, who's waiting there at the end of the hole because he knows Shady will not cut it inside? Montez Burfict. Made a play on all 3 of them, tackled him all 3 of those times. I don't know what more to complain about on this. This is whole wrapped up in the whole running game on Sunday. But are we forcing it? Or is Shady not thinking he can break away? What is the problem with the running game right now? He's a 100-yard game that was opening day against the Jets. That's the Jets.
We are
8 in the box. Every single play because you're not throwing it to anybody. I can't even tell you the wide receivers on your roster right now.
With there being nobody to throw to, they are 110% forcing it. And, they have no other option at that point. They're trying to force it, and they're hoping for something to happen.
They know Tyrod Taylor's not going to go out there and Aaron Rodgers them to win.
Right now, the way this offensive line is blocking, I don't know when Shady's going to break 100 this season. This offensive line is not blocking good. They are not blocking good. There's no pass block. There's no run block. There's no nothing.
Now, I know, Adam, you're a big Chantrell Henderson fan.
I do like Chantrell.
If Chantrell is healthy, yeah, throw it up.
I remember him coming out.
If Chantrell is healthy and ready, do you guys believe that he'll be able to step in on that right side?
I'm all in. I love Chantrell.
I like Central coming out. He had the prototypical size. He's 6'7".
He's monster.
He's monster.
I've met him actually.
He's
6'6", 300 is standing in
an enormous
like
man.
this.
He's
exactly what you think.
Buff.
But what is wrong with just riding with Dawkins?
That's a great point. When
You drafted him for a reason.
We're assuming Cordy will come back in 2 weeks for Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Who's going to start right tackle? We have 3 guys, 1 position. So I guess the debate begins. I believe if Chantrell Henderson is healthy, he will start at right tackle over Deion Dawkins and Jordan Mills. You guys have an opinion on that? So this is a big. This is a big topic.
I like Chantrell, and I think that the experience right now is what we need.
Yeah.
110% on that too. That's something we need that experience over there at tackle.
Yep.
But it's just we need Dawkins on the field in some way, shape, or form. We need Dawkins on the field. He's learning. We want him to keep learning. This is one of McDermott's draft picks, and he drafted him for a reason. So we want him to keep. We want to keep.
How quick are his feet? I'm not very familiar with the Bills' offensive line, but
Deion's about 6'4".
Would it be impossible to bump him into guard?
Took the thought right out of my head. What happens when everyone gets healthy? We're having problems at right guard. We can admit that. If Ducasa's coming in...
Did he play guard in college?
Dawkins was a guard in college, wasn't he?
You're right. He played all 3 positions in college.
I really do not like that in the NFL they bring guards and they make them into tackles. It's just not something they're used to. You're coming in at a higher level.
Yeah.
And there's the best pass rushers in the world, and you're expecting to learn how to kick slide and step out and learn all these pass sets. They're guards.
Mm-hmm.
Deion,
so let him feel comfortable, and he'll play a lot faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get Central out on there. He's a better run blocker than he's a pass blocker, so it makes sense for him to be on the right side and just start working him in, get them powers going, and start running the ball.
It'll be exciting. Our biggest thing right now we're praying on is the bye week heals pretty much everybody because
make the switch, make it now.
Yes,
bye week makes sense. Get that week of practice and adjust.
Maybe, Sean's very quiet if no one's noticed about things. We know Deion played all 3 positions in college at Temple. He played center too.
Okay.
If someone can do all 3, and he's 6'4", 280 for you, I don't know about the feet, but if he can, but he's been playing well at left tackle and relief corps. He's been playing fine.
I like that. That's what I'm saying. We cannot just throw it to the side.
He's that light. So I'm assuming he can pull, he can move.
Yep.
He can get to that second level, but absolutely no chance I put him at center. Crazy.
Don't need a center.
Hey, we don't need a center.
I know, I'm just saying.
Eric Wood got his extension.
He'd have to go to guard.
Eric Wood is the leader of our offensive line and, in my opinion, offense.
Yeah.
That's the workhorse of our offensive line, period, for the past 7 years. So
he's your guy.
That is our guy. He just got a 2-year extension, I believe.
It's nice to have flexibility, though. I like that.
Well, that actually makes me feel a little better about the O-line talking about now because hopefully when we get healthy, we can make decisions and move guys around. And maybe if we get a starting 5 of Cordy, Incognito, Wood, maybe Deion Dawkins at right guard and Chantrell at right tackle. Let's hope it happens. Let's hope everybody gets healthy. We're going to go to the one positive. There's a couple, but the one giant positive from Sunday. How about, would you still say your number 1 defense in the NFL?
Top three, absolutely. They're getting there. They're getting there. Absolutely. No question about it. I'm going to give my positive out of Sunday.
Yep.
Nick O'Leary.
Oh, okay.
I'm sticking on the Nick O'Leary topic. He really, really is just your old school tight end where he's not going to make those flashy plays, but he's going to make those plays where you're hearing them pads clap, baby. He is an old school player that is willing to lower his shoulder and come on with it.
Yep.
I mean, the kid knows how to get open. He was EJ's favorite target when he still had Calvin Benjamin out of Florida State. Like, the kid knows how to get open, and I thought he was actually going to go a lot higher until he went and got in the motorcycle crash in college and had some off-the-field issues. And that's the reason I think he went as low as he did.
Yeah, and he can make some blocks, man. He is tough.
He's a pro-style tight end.
Absolutely.
He does it all.
And that's my MVP for the week. Absolutely. Tell everybody right now that's my MVP for the week. I hope to see him get better as we go on. So I hope to see him become an elite tight end, going into the future.
My shout-outs on the other side of the ball. Marcel Darius, I thought, played well.
He had a sack.
He showed up. He had a
in
sack.
his comeback.
Wait for it. I had someone say to me earlier in the week, he had a sack. I said, what do you mean? We complain weekly that he does nothing. He gets one sack just because his stat is one sack.
He needs 3 sacks.
Defensive interior. That's huge.
That's the problem with some of your fans. I think 1 is enough. 1 sack, 2 tackles. He has been hurt. He's working his way back.
But
it's a start.
Defensive tackle is in the sexy position to play anyways. You don't get stats. You don't get that many. I mean, yes, you get tackles, you get run stops when they're running up the gut, but you're pushing the pocket. You're just trying to get your DNs one-on-ones. And you guys are getting sacks.
Yeah,
everybody. Been riding him since day one.
Absolutely.
And he is building.
He is building, and I'll tell you what, everybody is asking the question, is it a possibility that the Bills have traded Marcel? Bad idea, because that is what we have put our money into, that is what we put our time into, and when he came out of Alabama, and that national championship game, when he blew up Colt McCoy,
and I said, Cam Newton.
He was amazing.
Well,
I said, man, this kid, he's going to be great, and I think he will be great if he could stay healthy. I think that he is maturing off the field. He's had issues, so I do think he is maturing going into this past year here.
Or could he have a little Nick Fairley effect, another defensive tackle who was blowing up national championships, and now he's kind of just lingering around the league.
We've seen Marcel.
I think Marcel has been better than Fairley. Marcel is a very consistent D tackle. I don't think that. I just think.
I just question if he wants to be out there.
I think when Sean punished him.
Yes, I think right now the role he's being put in is pushing him, and McDermott is doing the right thing of how he's going about this. I'm going to challenge you, and he's accepting the challenge.
I like it.
And that's what I like about McDermott. He's changing the culture. He's doing a great job.
Gotta get the big guys to buy in.
Defense 3 turnovers held the Bengals to 20 points on Sunday. We can still smile and say, hey, man, our D's playing great. And Micah Hyde's leading the NFL in interceptions, tied, but with 4 after 5 games. Some Madden picked stats, wouldn't you say?
If Clay doesn't get hurt, the Bills might win that game.
Yes, because Charles was getting open. Charles was playing well. And if Charles eventually demanded 2 men on him, then it would have opened up for everybody else.
Speaking of getting open, Trey White, welcome to the NFL. Courtesy of
it. I don't know how it's taken me so long, but it hit me in that play right there. I said, man, AJ Green has officially perfected his position. It's crazy to watch him grow from his rookie year to now.
As a rookie, I hate playing AJ Green twice here, and I just think about that draft class with him and Julio at the top, and it's just like you couldn't went wrong with either one of them. They are disgusting.
Definitely Trey White's welcome to the NFL.
Oh yeah, I saw. I mean, by no means is like AJ Green a speedster, but those long legs at 6'4", he just blew by Trey White for the touchdown. I go, welcome to the NFL.
I didn't even get mad. I just went.
I just shook my head. Welcome to the NFL.
I just went. Yeah, well, it's Green. He's healthy, and when he's healthy,
and that's
he's
what I
top
said
5.
last week. I said you guys got to contain that offense. You got to have some help with AJ and. He was all over it.
We should have doubled him. But you know what? Trey played well.
Oh, he played well,
but some plays.
AJ Green played great.
He'll learn a lot from it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's saying. He'll take that film and trade Trey White. That's why he was drafted in the first round. They didn't say his athleticism was great. He works.
This isn't a Leonis McKelvin.
No. I'm in the film room. I'm going to get better. AJ Green beat me. I'll learn what I have to do when an elite receiver comes at me again. Because he's playing the number ones now. Every number one. Come to me. He's got Mike Evans next week.
I'm excited to watch.
He's got Amani Cooper next week. It's like
in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Well, then I meant the next day. Yeah. But you need to be ready.
And he will be. And he will be. Such as he stepped up to the challenge with Sanders and Thomas. And the next week against the Falcons, he really did his thing. Obviously, Jones was hurt and Sanu went down, but he still stepped up there and made a big impact in that game. And even though, Green really made him look like a fool, he still didn't look like the worst cornerback in the NFL.
Oh, not doubt, but it just made it just highlights like, yes, Cincinnati's not doing well, but AJ Green.
It's just after that play, it just hit you. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
That's all.
Welcome to your NFL.
And Trey is still a freak, and we're very happy, and he's going to learn from Sunday and take it on to the final 11 games, and pray to God we get a receiver. I can say it 100 more times, it wouldn't bother me. We're going to take a break here, guys, and we'll talk to you after. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the show. Wild Sunday in the NFL, but an entertaining one nonetheless, except if you're John. I'm sorry. But I do want to get the pain for that. I just decided let's get the pain right over it with, and we're gonna talk.
We talked about the Bills loss long enough. Let's get into Pittsburgh's mess.
Pain out for us.
All right, I'm looking at the schedule.
Jaguars beat the Steelers 39. Why did Ben Roethlisberger throw 5 interceptions and what happened, John?
I don't know.
Kill your Steelers.
We were at home. Ben only throws picks on the road, so
I don't want to
pack his bags and he thought he was on the road or what. But Ben,
get him.
They interviewed you and maybe you don't go there anymore. Why are you there then? If that's the way you're thinking, you're calling out Brown last week.
Absolutely. We talked about that earlier. We talked about that earlier. I'll tell you right now.
You agree.
If you do not care, go home. And if you did not...
Ben, I love you. You're a future Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. Two-time Super Bowl champion.
Two-time Super Bowl champion.
Absolutely.
You're freaking awesome.
But
if you don't want to play...
If he did not plan on coming into the season with the same amount of passion that he went in with any other season, he should have stayed home and they would have figured out their quarterback situation for the year.
Because Landry Jones is an option.
I feel like maybe he felt like he had to come back because he felt like he was screwing the franchise. But hey, Ben, you got 11 games to go.
You're screwing the franchise
this way
just as bad by coming in and giving a lackluster performance and going, oh, maybe I lost it. I mean, even if he's being sarcastic, it's ridiculous.
Ben, you know who you are. Go home, find it out, go in your closet, find your Wild Thing vest, and get out there. Shout out to the Jags D, though. They've been kicking
and
us.
Fournette.
And the offense. Patriots beat the Bucs 19-14 on Thursday Night Football. How about the Bucs holding in there with the Pats? Are the Pats looking worn down to you guys yet?
Nope. Matt Patricia's defense looks awoken to me. They held them, what?
14 points.
14 points. Mm-hmm. I mean, granted, Tampa Bay should have won the game if their kicker can make some field goals, but...
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's Thursday night. The lights are on. It's prime time. Everybody's pumped up. It's going to be a close game. I don't think the Pats defense is woken. I think we'll see next week. It's going to be the same, same song. What's the saying? Same song.
Same story, same old song.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly. Same old song and dance as we've seen the previous 4 weeks. And I also think, I don't think that we're going to see Brady decline. I think Brady's Brady.
Brady.
And if Brady plays on Sunday, he'll have 400 yards. Flat out.
Not declined yet. One day.
But I'm going to give credit to Tampa Bay. They look good. Jameis Winston, keep doing your thing. You're doing excellent. I like what you're doing. We said that last week. I'll probably continue to say that.
The Mike Evans to Deshaun Jackson combo will be interesting for Trey.
We'll be ready next Sunday. Colts beat the Niners 26-23 in overtime, a field goal affair. The battle for the third overall pick in the NFL draft. What did you say, gentlemen?
That's a funny way to put it, but it was a very good game.
It was.
A very good game.
Yeah, very good game. All right, guys, here's the game plan. T.Y., run as fast as you can. Jacoby, buy some time and heat.
I made the mistake of benching T.Y. Hilton this week.
Oh,
Even though I came out with the win. I still came out with the win. I still came out with the win.
Run a 9 and heat.
And we're on the Bills show. I'm not going to talk about the reason why T.Y.'s sad. I'm just going to say 7-Eleven all day. Always open.
Always open.
So 7-Eleven.
The New York Jets are tied for first place in the AFC East by beating the Cleveland Browns 17-14. Good job. Anything on the game?
I thought it was the battle for the first.
That's battle for first. That's battle for the third.
That game.
Browns holding in there with the Jets. It makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Chargers, Giants, 0-4, 0-4. Somebody has to win. Chargers pull it out 27-22. But the biggest story is the Chargers. It's the end of the Giants season at week 5. What do you guys think?
Oh,
it's over.
The
The Giants every year, we're going to the playoffs. Oh, we got this so-and-so. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We got all these weapons. Boom.
The Giants are going to sign Chad Johnson and T.O. to the Super Bowl. They're winning out, baby.
11-5. You heard it here on the show. Panthers beat the Lions 27-24. We said this Cam back last week. That's the Lions D. Is Cam really back now? Did he shake off the first couple weeks?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Panthers look like one of the most dangerous teams in football right now. That defense and the offense is finally starting to wake up.
Benjamin and Funch is getting to be the nightmare that they always predicted it would be. And
they won at New England last week. You don't win in New England.
No. And you don't win in Detroit.
Especially 2 times in one season New England lost at home.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be doing something right.
We wondered where was Cam last year? Where was the team last year? Well, here they are this year. They're back. He must have his head straight on. Dolphins beat the Titans 16-10 because Matt Castle started for the Titans. Argue me on that, anybody?
No, not at all.
None. Dolphins stink. Titans without Mariota stink.
Absolutely.
Luckily, yeah, they should be glad they even pulled that out without Mariota, the way that Jay Cutler's been playing.
Oh my God, stay in the booth.
Jay comes to Buffalo. Eagles pound the Cardinals 34-7, which prompts the Cardinals to trade for Adrian Peterson. You guys
finally, I said it week 1.
Yep.
Trade Adrian Peterson somewhere that's going to use him. David Johnson's not there. He's the featured back. They cut Chris Johnson. Hand AP the rock. Carson Palmer's, like I said, he's 45 in football.
Mm-hmm.
He's ancient.
Larry.
You can't throw it every game. Larry's old.
They got to
let them old men try and pull an Arizona Diamondbacks kind of situation over there.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I'm going to say right now, Larry Fitzgerald is ageless.
He's awesome.
He does what he needs to do every week. He will continue to do what he does every week. You can throw that ball to him 22 times a game. He's going to catch it.
AJ Green
He's going to catch it 20
times.
He's going to catch it 20. And I'll tell you what, AP's going to go off his first week right away.
Those play action plays, especially with those receivers. That offense.
You know Bruce Arians is going to run. That's what he does. AP is about to get 25 carries. Just hope he doesn't get hurt. Shout out to the Eagles putting up 34 though.
Eagles are
E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. My guys.
The green comes back again.
Those are my guys right there, man.
Ravens, suspect Ravens. We don't know what we're going to get. Beat the Raiders 30-17. Well, I mean, when AJ's starting, that's kind of what happens, right? Bang! Gotta get my shots.
Gotta get your shots.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not big on the Ravens. I think that's 7.
I'm not big on the Ravens either.
They beat the Raiders, and the Raiders have a good defense. I didn't see any of the game recap, but
the Raiders, they're just not playing up to it this year. They're looking. They were predicted to go to AFC Championship, Super Bowl run, and they're looking like they were just there by accident last year.
EJ had a few impressive passes. I'll give it to him. He had a few impressive passes.
I can't kill him. I had the D let 30 on board.
Yeah, well, if EJ comes into Buffalo and tears us up, I'm going to rip my hair out.
Maybe I shouldn't go to the game just for my heart situation. Seahawks beat the Rams 16-10. The more impressive thing in that sentence to me is that the Rams held in there with the Seahawks all day. Are the Rams really getting for real?
The Rams are real. We've been talking about this every week. The Rams are real.
Absolutely.
I mean, the Legion of Boom held out the greatest show on turf 2.0.
Yep.
But they are there to play.
Mm-hmm.
The defense, 16 points. I mean, granted, the Seahawks the greatest
Offense,
moving the ball right now. But the Legion of Boom's still real. They've woken up. There's been talk about them not being so good this season. They held that offense that's been scoring
10 points. Offense has been scoring at least 30 a game. Put up 30 against Dallas.
The Rams are very real, but the thing that stands out to me the most, Sammy Watkins. 0 catches, 0 yards.
They must have decided to take Sammy away. And that's fine because Robert Woods has been playing well. Connor Kupp's been playing well. Tavon Austin. You don't want Tavon Austin open.
You don't want him in space.
He had a great game.
So, I mean, I understand that. We won't kill Sammy for that. That was good. They probably took him away. We were sitting in the Red Room of Doom for the 4 o'clock game as we watched the Dallas Cowboys melt down against Aaron Rodgers. Lead them downfield to another win, 35-31 over the Cowboys. How about that? Cowboys D getting killed again.
I don't think it's necessarily the Cowboys D getting killed. It's just
35
Aaron
points.
Rodgers. Yeah, you gave up 35 points, but it came down to Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
You give me this much time on the clock, and I'm going to drive the team down there, and I'm going to score, and there's going to be, 10 seconds left, or I'm going to throw a 50, 60-yard Hail Mary, and I'm going to get it anyway. The kid, he's magic. Makes it happen every week. I'm not surprised.
He's the man. As Stephen A. Smith says, he's a bad man.
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man.
The picture of the week was a picture of a Packers fan wearing his Aaron Rodgers jersey right after the Cowboys scored their last touchdown. He took a picture. He took a selfie like this with all the Cowboys fans celebrating in the background, and it was a Snapchat, and the caption was, "They think they won," with the wink face. Yep.
They think they won. Hey, what did I say? You heard me. I was sitting right next to you. There's too much time left.
Aaron Rodgers, it's inevitable.
Yep.
You give him the ball with that much time. You give him the ball with 12 seconds left.
That's too much.
He's going to need too much time. The guy heaves the ball down the field. He sprays and prays, and it happens.
Shout out to Sunday Night Football. Kansas City Chiefs 42-34. The Texans. Chiefs are 5-0. 5-0. Number 1 in the NFL, the AFC. Is anyone shocked by that?
No. Andy Reid's the man.
Andy Reid's a great coach.
Alex Smith's on a mission.
He's motivated as hell.
Yeah.
He's auditioning for next year because everybody knows they're going to kick him out.
It might be 2 years now if he keeps this up.
I mean,
hey, Mahomes can hold on for 2. Aaron Rodgers hold on for 4.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think Alex should stay there, but I think the hype train is just going to roll behind Mahomes after the next preseason. They're just going to trade him out.
Yep. Well, Alex is like, if this is my last run and you're going to ship me out, I want a ring because I worked too damn hard the last 5 years here to not get one.
And on the Texans' behalf, J.J. Watt out for the season.
It's so sad. You can feel our sadness here for the city of Houston. That just hurts. What you did for the city of Houston is unbelievable, JJ. And for that to happen, it's bull. It sucks. I don't like it. But,
JJ's going to come back next year, stronger.
The Lord has a plan.
Man, he bought a cabin in the woods for a reason. He's going to go out there, he's going to train, he's going to come back bigger, better, stronger, crazier than ever.
22 sacks.
He's an animal.
That's what he does. Monday Night Football, an ugly one at Soldier Field. How'd the Bears get a home Monday night game and we didn't get one this year? You kidding me? Sorry, Chicago. Bears held on. Mitch Trubisky in his first NFL start held them in the game, but tied at 17 with a minute left in the fourth. He threw an interception on the 30-yard line to give the Vikings a win. Welcome to the NFL, right, kid?
Rookie mistake.
Big rookie mistake.
What did I say?
Ow. It hurt to watch.
Not ready.
I thought he played okay.
He played okay. He showed flashes of why he should be there. He had the accuracy, but his completion percentage wasn't super high. He made.
Look at his receiving core. Who asked me the other day, whose receiving core would you have? The Bears or the Bills?
And what did I say last week? Don't put the kid out there who you going to throw the ball to. Tariq Cohen and...
Zach Miller.
Yeah.
Zach Miller scored the touchdown.
I think he'll produce over time, though.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely
going
to get
It's going to be good. Oh, my God.
But rivalry...
Monday night?
Monday night.
Lights in Chicago. I don't know.
Not bad.
I feel good about it. I see your point. But learning is the best thing, especially in the NFL. So that's a wrap up for the week. Let's get to the negatives, but I think they could be positive because thank God it hit us right now. Thank God we are in the bye week. So we're going to go over the injuries for the bye week and have the disgusting, terrible injury list right in front of me here. Charles Clay, right now there's no information on it. They said his ACL could be partially torn. That's what we're waiting on. If it's partially torn, it might be okay. If it is torn, it's still in the air. We don't know yet. So pray to God Chuck's 4 to 6 weeks. That's best case scenario.
He's got the history of knee injuries. I think it's going to be. I wouldn't count on him too soon.
No, not soon.
Long history of knee injuries.
It's unfortunate if that's the case, but if that is the case, enter Nick O'Leary. It's going to happen.
Thank God we all feel okay about that. That's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe Nick will blow up even better.
But, I mean, hopefully we can get my man Chuck back, because Charles Clay is really, I felt like this was going to be the season that we all waited for, so.
I said last week what he was on pace for, and now my heart's broke because, man, Chuck was really on pace for those stats, and now it's over. Hey, that's why they play the game. It can happen like that. Cordy Glenn practiced Friday, played maybe 10 snaps on Sunday, and I thought I was seeing things when I thought I saw him in the game for a little bit. But I guess he was feeling it, but he wasn't. And there was no reason to push him if he wasn't ready because there's the bye week here, so let's let him get ready for Tampa Bay.
Absolutely. I think he'll be back for Tampa.
That's great news. And hey, what we said earlier, maybe Deion Dawkins will just go right to right if Chantrell's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what the O-line does for swapping. Shady, they said his wrist is hurt, but he's playing through it. Micah Hyde's knee, but he's playing through it. EJ Gaines will be ready next week. They said that today.
Those are all small tweaks, so they'll be fine after the bye week.
EJ Gaines is back, thank God.
You're going to definitely need that help against that tandem.
Raymond Humber is questionable for next week. As I said last week, I think he'll wrap it up and go. He's a monster.
After the
he
bye
went out
week,
there hurt in Atlanta, wrapped up in a ball, and went out there and played.
Yeah, I think after the bye week, there should be no reason that he's out in the club.
And that's great because Raymond has been playing unbelievable, as we said, and we feel great about it. Jordan is a big question mark. With the receiver and the thumb, like we said for Raymond, he can get out there and wrap it up. Well, with linebacker, you don't need a hand. Receiver, you kind of do need your hand. So if he's feeling good, I guess you're going to play off that. If Jordan isn't ready for Tampa, he'll definitely most likely be ready for Oakland.
Oakland, yeah.
Pray to God. Pray to God he's even ready for Tampa.
I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be ready for Oakland.
And that's fine.
Yeah, a hand, I wouldn't want to rush him back just to have him stress it.
This is going to be, our number one.
You don't want it to be a lingering injury.
No, we need him all year. You're right.
I think once he comes back, though, he's going to stand out as that number one.
He's been playing fine. We have no negative to say.
But you guys still need to address wide receiver.
We're going to sit here all weekend while we're watching everyone else's games like this.
You got those 6 picks, right?
What are we going to do? Yeah, that's April. I want to make the playoffs and then the 17-year drought now.
On that note.
On that note, it is bye week, which means it's fantasy week for us fantasy football nerds and us football nerds in general. So, gentlemen, out of all the games, what game are you looking forward to watching the most on Sunday? I'm going to run it through for you if you don't know. Eagles, Panthers, Bears, Ravens, Packers, Vikings, Lions, Saints, Niners, Redskins, Dolphins, Falcons, Texans, Browns, Cardinals, Bucks, Jets, Pats, Rams, Jags, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, Giants, Chiefs and Steelers at Kansas City, Titans, Colts, Monday Night Football. Anything ring a bell?
Yeah. Ben
back?
Wake up, kid. Play ball. Show up. Prove them wrong.
2 games I'll be paying attention to, most definitely. The first one will be New England heading into MetLife. For
Jets over here, of course.
Let's go Jets. Just for that day, of course. Just for that day, I'll be cheering for the Jets. But other than that, Rocket's still going to rock the green. Let's go Eagles. Eagles-Panthers will be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Well, my man Carson Wentz is going to pull it out. Those of you who do not know, my backup team from the Buffalo Bills has always been the Eagles. I love my Eagles. Shout out to Philadelphia. It's going to be a good week. I think Philadelphia can pull this one out. But Cam Newton's looking good, and he's starting to form back into that MVP, stature that we know Cam Newton, Exactly.
I'm wearing the same colors right now, so shit. I should probably.
That'll be a good game. That'll be a game I'll be watching for sure.
But Professor, I gotta take yours too because I am that damn excited for Patriots Jets. Hey, this is a battle for the first place in the division, which hurts because we're gonna lose it this.
This is Pat's first division game too.
Yeah, this is in New York. This is 3-2 for first place. You can damn well guarantee MetLife will be sold out on Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'll be watching it. Hey, that's not a good team. We all know that. The world knows that. But when football is emotion. We've all played football in this room. We've all coached football in this room. It is emotion. You need emotion. When you have 80,000 of New Jersey, rocking at your shoulders. Tom Brady don't play. Even if he does play, I think the Jets will put up a good game and just pray they pull it out because that will help us for the rest of the season.
For this week and this week only, go Jets.
I agree. I can't say that statement, but I'll say I agree. All of us here in the Red Room Studios in the Blue Room, Jim. I am Sean Joyce, your host of the show. Thank you for watching this week. Make sure you follow us on Facebook at Queen City Sports Network. Make sure you check out Swords for the Men, our Hockey Sabres recap show, and a little bit of hand grenades and headlocks. Professor over there, check out the wrestling show as well.
We'll be there.
Check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and we want to keep putting out our best for you. Good night for me, gentlemen. Sign off.
Good night from your favorite Objective Steelers fan.
And I am the Professor, Adam McFarland. We'll see you at Headlocks and Hand Grenades. Go Bills.
Thanks, everybody. I'm going. Good show. Jolly good show. How long was it?
Forever.
Oh my